Hey, what's up? I'm Nicole, a trauma-informed breathwork guide, and I'm delighted to bring you this practice today, Breathwork for Masculinity. So before we get into the actual breathing portion, I want to chat a little bit and set a frame for some of the concepts that we'll be working with today. And I also just want to share, because maybe you're thinking, like, Nicole, you are a woman, and if you've seen some of my other videos and you already have a feel for my energy, you are a very feminine woman. So what could you possibly have to say about masculine energy? To which I would reply, that's a great question. Let me tell you. So I grew up in a very masculine household, and by that I mean the qualities that were valued in my family system were very masculine. And this is the case for a lot of people, and we'll get into what those qualities are in a minute. I also used to be a high school English teacher, and during this time I really got to see firsthand the way that different masculine postures and distortions of the masculine were playing out with young men. And lastly, being a trauma-informed breathwork guide, I work with and have worked with men in a one-on-one capacity and have seen the way that these things show up. And actually, lastly, have the absolute honor and delight to love and be loved by several amazing men in my life. So this is super common and something that's, maybe not at the forefront of the consciousness of society at this time, although people are definitely becoming more aware of it. And this is around the idea of masculine and feminine energy. So let's get this straight real quick. When I talk about masculine and feminine, I don't mean like men are always so strong and they love sports and they love to drink beer and like hunt or whatever. And women are, they wear pink and they love frills and they love makeup and they're bad at directions. Like, it's not that at all. These are the actual healthy, wonderful qualities of these two different energies, which, by the way, we all have a balance of these two energies within us. You can't have one without the other. That's just the nature of how this works. And so let's first talk about masculine energy. Masculine energy is clear, it's logical, it's protective, it's supportive, determined, assertive, penetrative. It's like this very like forward, like we're going in this direction, super clear about it, right? Feminine energy is soft, it's nurturing, it's creative, it's intuitive, it's like heart-centered, it's receptive, it's sparkly. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna show up and fill this place with my loving heart energy and everyone is gonna smile because of it. And here's where the distortion starts to come in, is the idea that the feminine qualities aren't as valuable as the masculine qualities. And we can really see this on a wider scale with the way that society, and I'm really talking about the United States here, is so focused. There's such like a hustle or like a work culture. And the idea of like time is money, you gotta hustle, work harder, blah, 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 like keep going, like rest, lazy, you're crying, you're showing emotions, you're being in your heart as a man. Don't do that, right? Like, men can be assertive and even aggressive, but if they're a little bit softer, or they're displaying emotions or they're sharing how they feel, they might not be as well received. They might be judged. And this idea that men have to be a certain way, it creates this really small, uncomfortable box that men have to be in order for them to be like, okay, I'm like masculine, or I'm being a man. And that's just not how this works. Okay, so we have this framework of the masculine and feminine qualities and the understanding that we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, okay? Something that transcends the masculine and feminine thing is being a human. And guess what? We're all that. We're all that if you're here watching that right now. So you do have feminine qualities within you, and being able to access them without shame and without feeling like I'm wrong or I'm bad for being in a feminine energy sometimes is so important. And with that in mind, I want to transition to this idea of parts. So internal family systems or parts work is really this concept that we all have different parts or aspects within us, right? Like you are whole as you are, and within your wholeness, there are different parts. So there's a part of you that's an inner child. There's a part of you that's a protector and a provider. There's a part of you that feels and has emotions and needs to process emotions and sometimes needs to be held and needs to be nurtured. All right, this is coming back again to like the human thing. We all have, and there are so many more different aspects and parts too, but we all have a blend of these aspects and parts. And so let's pluck out the part of you that needs to be nurtured, or the part of you that needs to be able to process your emotions. We're holding this part right now, okay? So hold this part while you follow this train of thought that I'm about to go down, which is that for so many of us, especially guys, they learned as children that crying or showing emotions or getting upset or being worried even is weak. And that's what girls do. You need to like be a boy, be a man, right? Don't do that, be a man. And if you do show your emotions, or something is coming up for you and you're not just like getting over it, or you're feeling some type of way and you don't know why, then you're a sissy or a pussy. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Right? But it's like this really negative thing. And so through that, then you learn, okay, well then that's bad. If I show my emotions and I cry, then I'm a sissy, or insert whatever terrible word there. And if that's the case, then I am bad or I am wrong when I'm being that part of myself. And so you take this little part of you that needs to feel emotions and needs to process and maybe cry or scream or be sad or whatever, and you go, ugh, you can't really be here actually, because when you're around and when I'm that part of myself, I'm bad and I'm wrong and I should be ashamed. So you exile that part of yourself. But here's the thing, you can push away parts and aspects of yourselves. They don't go away. They're just on the outskirts. They're roaming around, like looking for a way in. They're living in your subconscious. And it's only when you can turn towards that part of yourself and say, you know what? You get to be here. It's okay if I'm feeling this way. It's okay if I'm feeling sad. It's okay if I need to cry. And so I'm going to welcome you and I'm going to come back in, come back in, come back in. It makes you more whole. And hugely important, it helps you process emotions that come up. It helps you process life, because life be happening, as we know. And when you don't process those things, when you don't allow yourself to feel the true depth of what's rising for you, it creates a backlog in your body, in your subconscious, and over time, there's a couple things that can happen. One is that you explode. You might have moments where you have explosive anger or aggression, or you feel just like out of control, or like you're just gonna like snap, right? Like it all just comes to the surface. It's like a pressure cooker. Something else that can happen over time is that it creates so much heaviness. Because think about it, every time that you bypass an emotion that you were feeling because you told yourself, I just get over it, or I need to swallow this, or I just can't, or you just don't have the tools to do it. And so it's honk, honk. That's the truth, honk, okay? You don't have the tools to process whatever it is you're feeling. And so it might even be an unconscious thing that you just like push it into the back of your head. And over time, that gets really heavy. It's like, oh, here's another one. Okay, here's another one. Oh my God. And by the end of it, your backpack is like full of bricks and you feel depressed, or you feel really anxious, or you're just like, something is so off. I am so dissatisfied, but I don't know what it is. And you might even get to the point where you're like, I want to cry. I want to feel my emotions, but I don't know how to do that. I got you, okay? If that's the case, this is going to be a practice of welcoming that part of you back in so you can be more in your wholeness. And that includes being able to feel comfortable expressing and feeling emotion. And really what that is being comfortable being in your feminine energy. And let me tell you guys, like, that is the most freaking masculine thing that you can do. That is the healthiest embodiment of being a man, a strong man, is that you know and you are able to go soft when needed. And this comes back to the duality thing. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the healthy masculine without the feminine being there too. And so when you're able to let both of them be there, oh my God, amazing. You need the soft, you need the receptive so that you can have the strong and you can have the like clear, logical, assertive in a healthy way, like energy. Okay. That was a lot of talking. So I'm just gonna let's just take a moment to take a few breaths. Just let that sink in. Notice like what resonated. Maybe something didn't resonate. Totally. We're just noticing all of it right now. And I'm gonna invite you to get into a comfortable seat. Today's practice, we're going to be doing 7 minutes of active breathing. And during this time, we're going to use the continuous blah, 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 conscious continual breath. So basically, this is just a deep breath in through the nose and a deep exhale out the mouth. And the conscious part is important because the conscious part is where you are paying attention to your breath. So I'll cue you with your breath, and I'm also going to talk to you as you're breathing. Okay? So get comfortable. You can lay down if you want to. And once you arrive, just go ahead and gently close the eyes. And just notice what your breath is like. Don't change it quite yet. We're just observing here. And when you're ready, we'll start nice and slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. And as you breathe, just dropping your awareness into your seat, feeling the sensation of either being held in a chair, seated on the floor, or maybe even feeling the floor rising to meet your back as you're laying down. And see if with this breath you can just softening the muscles in the lower half of the body, letting every exhale be a loosening. Connecting with sensation here. Feel the sensation of your stomach expanding as you breathe in. Feel the sensation of your abdomen pulling in as you breathe out. Notice the temperature of the air as it comes in through your nostrils. Feel the warmth as it exhales out of your mouth. Dropping the shoulders down. Letting the spine relax. You don't need to be seated fully upright right now. And maybe even finding a gentle rocking or flexing of the spine as you breathe. Welcoming the muscles in the face to relax. Good. And as you continue with this conscious breath, call into your mind's eye your heart space. And just notice if there are any protective barriers, walls, maybe fence or barbed wire around your heart, protecting it. And if you're noticing, oh, I'm having trouble connecting with my heart, I can't really picture my heart in my mind's eye. Just allow that to be there and notice it. Okay. My heart is so protected and guarded that I can't really see it. And as you take your next exhale, just imagine that some of that protective mechanism around the heart is starting to crumble away, letting the heart know. And even if you're not able to see the heart or picture it, you can just let the heart know, hi heart, it's me, just me. I'm just here checking in. It's safe. It's safe to be here. Welcoming these walls around the heart to crumble and just getting curious as you hear these next few things I'm about to say and notice how they land in your system. It's safe and it's okay for me to feel my emotions. I am strong when I am sad. It is manly of me to allow myself to feel weakness. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry. I am proud when I cry. I am proud of myself for crying. I am a stronger man when I feel weak. And just notice, ooh, does that just sound so wrong? Does that sound so untrue? You are a stronger man when you allow yourself to feel weak. Let there be a curiosity to that. Maybe that could be true. Beautiful. Keep breathing, letting that breath flow through you. And if this hasn't already happened, just welcoming forward any emotions, thoughts, anger, sadness, tears, or even the desire to feel, the desire to cry, welcoming that forward. If numb is coming up, let numb be here. And just keep breathing, noticing that even with numb or even with resistance, you can still feel the sensations in your body as you breathe. You are still connected to feeling. And getting ready to release that breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into relative stillness now. And just notice what's here. What are you feeling physically? What are you feeling emotionally? What thoughts were present with that practice? It is good and strong to be in your emotions. It is good and strong to be soft, to feel weak sometimes. Beautiful. And before you open your eyes, I would love to invite you to open your arms out wide and just wrap them around you to give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug here. Lean into your own arms, your own softness. Feeling the holding of your own arms around you. Your heart. Your heart is safe to feel within the safety of your arms. Letting your hands drop into your lap. Gently, slowly, softly opening the eyes, coming back to your space around you. Hi. Ooh, and noticing how you feel. If you did this practice with me today, please like this video so that I know you're here. And if this is a topic that you would like more practices, insight, guidance around, leave me a comment or find me on Instagram. The links are below, and send me a message. I'd love to hear about your experience with this. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sending you love, and see you next time. Put me together, take me back where I belong.